Good evening, I'm Angel Dean, and for my intervention, I am implementing the FBA strategy or the Functional Behavior Assessment. FBA is an approach to figure out why the child acts a certain way. According to a firm, it can be used when the intensity, duration, or the type of interfering behavior creates safety concerns or impacts a child's development. When doing an FBA, we need to do the following. First is we identify the behavior. Second, we collect baseline data through direct observation. And then establish a goal or outcome that clearly states when the behavior will occur, what the target skill is, and how the team will know when the skill is mastered. Functional behavioral assessment is nothing new. Based on applied behavior analysis or ABA, it is concerned with the analysis and modification of human behavior, and is often represented by the paradigms like ABC or an ARC. When we say an A in either paradigm, it is what we call the antecedent, which precedes the behavior of concern. This may include external factors such as setting, tasks, people, activities, events, and so on. Antecedents may also be internal factors such as moods, medical conditions, disabilities, psychiatric conditions, and so on. The B represents the behavior, while the R stands for response. It's either an ABC or an ARC. Now, it is important to define behavior or response in observable factual terms. We would like to stay away from emotions or projected feelings, such as when we say he felt bad or his feelings were hurt. Everyone involved needs to understand the meaning of the behavior. For example, what is meant by in seat, disruptive, or in time. The C is consequence, that which follows the target behavior. It is important to consider what the student does, what other students do, what teachers or other adults do, whether there are meaningful consequences, and so on. The goals of ABA include determining the relationship between behavior and the environment. Second is understanding the reason or functions of the behavior, helping the behavior change, and lastly, arranging consequences to promote the learning of desirable skills that are observable and measurable. As I collect data, I am looking at the source of the behavior to be identified. I already have a person or a kid that I am dealing with, along with my assembled team of experts or my multidisciplinary team that involves those individuals who have observed the learner exhibiting the interfering behavior. The following specialists are the school psychologist, the speech pathologist, the gen ed teachers, and me as the child's special ed teacher. Now, our team is concentrating on the behaviors that create safety concerns for the student as we are identifying the problem behavior. We are also reviewing the past records and history of the students, like his medical records, IEPs, and etc. We also gathered information concerning the behavior from formal and informal interviews. We interviewed the student, the parents, the caregivers, and his friends and classmates. We use standardized behavior rating scales, and we select an appropriate assessment tool that will be recorded and analyzed. After we are done with these steps in a few weeks' time, we are going to develop a hypothesis statement which includes the antecedent factors or factors of the behavior. We are going to restate and refine the description of the interfering behavior that is occurring and the function of the behavior that it serves. I will implement another evidence-based practice to reduce the occurrence of the identified interfering behavior while increasing the appropriate behaviors. And this is what ABA comes in. After this, I am also going to develop a behavioral intervention plan, or a BIP, which will help us to prevent the occurrence of the negative behavior. increasing the replacement behavior and increasing learning opportunities and social engagement. Thank you.